To get started with Kami, we're going to visit the Chrome Web Store and do a search for Kami, K-A-M-I. When we get to this screen, you're going to have the option to add to Chrome, and you can add that extension, which is here. They also have an app that'll show up here. The extension is what you need to be able to use it with your PDF documents. So to get started with Kami, we're going to select the Kami extension from the Chrome web bar. That's going to open to our dashboard. From here, we have a couple of options. We can choose OCR, which will take a PDF that maybe doesn't have the text recognized as text. It's kind of recognized as an image, and it will try to run it through a program to have the text recognized so that you can underline, highlight, or maybe have the text read to you. In the split and merge, you can take one larger PDF and kind of pull out one or several of the pages as its own PDF, or the merge feature, which will take several smaller PDFs and merge them into one document. We can open a document from our Google Drive. This is for Google Drive Classroom. Although Kami should be able to create assignments in Schoology, we're still working on getting that functionality active, and we'll kind of keep you filled in as we learn more about that. We have the ability to open a PDF from our computer and to just create a blank page. So maybe we create a blank page, share it to our class, and then we can all be annotating and brainstorming on one document. So we're going to start today opening a document from our computer. And we have our PDF here in Kami. Now, right now we're working under a free trial. It's a 30-day free trial, and we do have codes for you if you're interested. Once the teacher signs up for the free trial, it gives instructions for how to get up to 150 students to also be able to activate their trial. This is kind of a great option to use some of the more advanced features within Kami. It does work as a free version, getting the Kami extension. And you can do things like select, underline, highlight, and basic commenting in text boxes, but the paid version definitely has more. So we're going to walk through the paid version options here. So starting at the top, we have the ability to select text. And so you can select annotations and kind of move them around. The dictionary feature, if you highlight a term, it will pop up with definitions right within the text. This is a great feature for anyone that has students learning vocabulary. And then we have select annotations. So you can kind of grab a section of annotations, delete them, or move them around if you need to. The ability to highlight. So we can highlight individual text and kind of choose colors if we need to. Or we can box highlight. So we can grab like a whole section and highlight that section. And you can change colors. There's a lot to pick from. We can strike through. So if we strike through that text, we can underline text. And we can comment. So we're going to start with a text comment. So we're going to place our comment box here. We get this comment bar that we can type into. Or in the paid version, we have this option for voice typing. So we can continue our comment in the bottom box and have it type out that comment for us. So, pretty responsive. We can always go in there and clean that up if we need to. We have the option to create a voice comment. So we can select a section, and it will begin to record our comment about the question or the answer that the students provided. When we pull out that PDF, the students in the paid version would be able to listen to that voice comment and kind of hear what it is we had to say about that particular section. We could also record maybe hints for solving a problem or some additional context to an article that they may be working on. We can do the same thing with video comment. So we can click on a spot and it will open up our webcam, so then record the comment that we need to create about the particular, like, answer or the particular question, or maybe we're teaching them something, on the paper, so we can have this kind of webcam option. And we click done, and then when we download that PDF and share it with our students, that comment would be available for them to view. So just kind of imagine the more interactive articles or notes that the students could have with these voice and video comments embedded in them. We can create text boxes. And we can always move this text box around if we need to. So if we're having the students or if we need to label diagrams, then we can create those text boxes and change colors and move those around. It also has the option for voice typing as well. For our math teachers, we have this insert symbols section, so they can grab different math symbols. They can create fractions and such as well. So if they're typing those out, we also have some music notes. If anyone in choir or band would need those, and it has the different colors as well. The drawing feature is pretty great because it'll draw over the page or over images. So if we want them to kind of label a diagram and such, and you can change the width of the pen. You can also change the colors if you need to. And then they can just use their touch screen to take notes. And they can answer questions if they need to right in the document. Okay. And then if we use the select, we could grab that answer and move it around if they need to. Okay, and again, changing the colors. So shapes, they have the option of inserting squares, circling, or creating lines. So if they're, maybe doing a mind map, or if you want them to circle certain components of a sentence or a question or areas on a diagram, they can do that. So if we go down here to like a picture, they can circle the burger they'd want to eat or not eat. Okay. The eraser. So if you use it, it can take out annotations or parts of annotations. Okay. We can insert images. And then you can kind of click to place that image, and then you have the option here if you need to resize that image, kind of drag it around. Signatures, so if you need to sign kind of PDF forms, then you can use signatures, but this is also great for kind of common, maybe comments that you need to make on a particular article, or if you kind of have a set thing that you write all the time, you can create a signature with that and be able to kind of place it in there. And then this option here is called text to speech. So if we find a section of text and we highlight it, it'll read it to them. And so they can adjust the speed at which it will read. And they also have the option, if the article is in French or Spanish, they can have it read to them in those languages. And so they're kind of using Google Language Option to be able to do that. So just kind of a neat way for the students to process maybe a longer article that have struggles reading, or just want to be able to get through a larger text and kind of hear it as they're reading along. Okay, up at the top, we have the option to zoom in and out. We can open additional files. We can share the document. So if we upload this document to our Kami kind of folder, so you can use this link for other collaborators to be able to jump into the document. You can also use this embed feature on Schoology. You have the annotation setting. So if you want your collaborators to be able to annotate or not, and then your sharing permissions. So you can kind of customize those. But this is a great way if students create a blank document, they share it to the rest of the people on their team, then they could be doing their brainstorming, kind of collaborating within that document in Kami. You can print, save. In the free version, it does not auto-save, but the paid version does auto-save. So if you have students using the free version, just make sure they're going in occasionally and saving those changes. You have the option to download the document. So you can download to your computer or your Google Drive. You have the option to do just the original PDF. You can do the PDF with all of the annotations or just the annotations only. So if you have students that are reading a larger document and they want to just save out their notes and not the article itself, they can click annotations only and it will just pull out their notes. So kind of a great way to create a summary or kind of highlights from a longer passage. The help section, in these 3 lines, you also have the option to kind of jump around to pages, rotate pages if they're coming in sideways, maybe see 2 pages at once. Okay, and kind of click back and forth, and a couple other options here if you need them. And your profile, so if you need to change any of your settings, you have the option, and then the enter, license, and coupon. This is where you or your students will go to try out the trial. And again, hopefully we'll be able to get this for our entire school, and then all of the students and teachers will be on that paid version. If you have any questions about Kami, don't hesitate to ask your instructional coach, and we'll keep you posted if we figure out how to get this to work with Schoology. Thanks.